Alright guys, welcome back to another video looking at the board. It's a very interesting board. I think 1085 is going to be taken. I would love to get that ideally, but I don't think I will. Instead, I think that if 1085 is taken, I can rock with... Okay, well that kind of changes everything for me, flips the script. I could go on the 835. He needs wheat and sheep on the way back. He's going to be utilizing the brick port a lot. I can take the... Yeah, let's go ahead and run with this then. Let's take this and point up for the 3-1. And let's take this and point left. Let's go ahead and point left to increase our ore production. Because the moment we get on the 3-11-4, and I have a feeling he's going to take the 3-6-4, I think you want to start off. Okay, there you go. Just what we predicted. I think he should have pointed to the right and gone for the port, but he's pointing down and expanding. Our first goal is going to be to just get on the 3-4-8 or 3-11-4. Gonna go ahead and hit end my turn, come over here. We are going to be losing in production. However, I think that if I can go ahead and block their brick, then they're going to be flooded with ore, and that's going to be a tough thing for them to process. Just going to go ahead and buy a dev card. 3 is good. And we can go ahead and get our settle over here. So now 11 pays off immediately. And we're going to wait. Hopefully no 3s just yet. Need a 5 and an 11. And I think the first city up is going to be on the 6. I'm not going to take it off of us quite yet. Perfect. 6 does roll. I could go ahead and block their sheep right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Get a brick, which is nice. Next step is going to be... I could go for the 3-1 port and then come down for the wheat port. That is also an option. What is going to be easier for me is to come down this way and wait it out. They roll a 7 right back. Okay, so they probably didn't have a knight. Block of 4. I'm going to move it off of us and block that 6. Get a brick again, which is nice. And we're going to have to do a lot of building. Actually, it's a good thing I didn't point right, because very high chance I would have gotten plowed. Yeah, so again, they're going to try to go for more. Go ahead and buy a dev card. 3 is massive. And we're going to port for an ore and get our city going. Roll a 7. Get a brick stolen from us. I'm going to move it off of us and continue to block that 6. And even if I can just get on the 3-1, I should be good. Or, sorry, the wheat port. Perfect. So we do have our settle. I do leave an open ore in my hand, but massive payoff. And 8 would be perfect. Go ahead and buy a dev card. A knight is good. And gonna go ahead and buy a city over here. So now my 3s, 9s, and 11s are juices. They're gonna go ahead and take that. The extra is fine. If I can build up top on the 3-11, then I consider that a win. Big 8. Could see a mono. So he had a mono earlier. Didn't get a chance to use it. That's fine. Still a block on the 6. That's a lot of brick. One more 8, and then I can start buying more dev cards. Gonna keep that sheep blocked for now. Gonna go ahead and block that 6 at the moment. Big 8. 1, 2. Road builder is fantastic. Can I go for a road? That's the question. I don't think I can. So I'm going to just go ahead and hit next. 9 is also big. I could go for the 5-4 and stop the connect. That's also a possibility. I do like that, actually. And then port my sheep out. Gonna go ahead and wait for them to 7. Okay, they don't 7 out. I do have a 6, which I can port for a wood. Maybe I could have done it last turn, but I think I still would have been over anyway. Okay, yeah, insane production, but that's fine. We're going to come around this way and do this for a settle. And I am going to wait for a 5-3 or an 11. There we go. And it's not the end of the world. I think we're doing pretty good. They're just extending road. I'm going to go ahead and buy out another dev card so we can start securing army. And they go ahead and take a city. There is a world in which we can get road here, actually. Need them to 7 out, but they're not 7ing out. That's fine. We're also at 9 points with army. Something to keep in mind. They get another city. We are going to take another city over here and continue popping for a dev card. VP is nice. Big block on the 6. I do want to come around and take a settle spot on the 6-3. So that's going to be, I need an 8 or a 4, not a 7. Okay, bad timing. Take a sheep, takes an ore, buys a dev card, that's not good. I'm going to go ahead and take this and block the 6, get a wood. Man the 9s, big block on the 6, uses a knight, takes a sheep, that's fine. Ports all of that for a settled spot. Going to move it off of us, block the 6 again. Unfortunate. And going to go ahead and block the 9 over here. If I roll an 8, 8's pretty much my only weak spot. I can get 4, of which I can turn 1 into brick. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get a knight. Okay, instead I get a 4. And I get a 5. I think the solid thing here to do is to port this into a brick and go for the settle so we can start threatening road from here. So let's come down over here. We're going to be at 12. So I have 5 roads. And I think the block needs to be, takes my wood, buys a dev card. Gonna move it off of us and block this 10 from rolling, get a weak, which is nice. Go ahead and buy a dev card, get a Year of Plenty. Could have a mono. Nope, gets a knight instead. Takes an ore. And I'm gonna roll. Perfect that I did. And the block is going to be the 6. I think if I use a Year of Plenty for 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I could threaten road ASAP. Let's go ahead and just use it for that then. Come around this way and wait it out. There's no other way that the 8 and the 4 can be. Like, he can't cut me off from here, I don't think. That is insane. But we're still getting the blocks. And he just needs to extend. He's wasted 2 roads, I've wasted 1. I actually shouldn't even bother connecting on the bottom. I can just go from the top. Ports all of that for a city. He is at 14. I do need to now do this, so change that to a brick and come up top over here and take a city, and that is just going to be game. Alright, well, that's going to wrap it up for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. The 6s did roll a whole bunch. The 9s also, yeah, rolled as much as the 8s did, so I wasn't going crazy, and then the 11s came through for us, no doubt about it. And activity stats, we blocked a lot of resources. I think if we didn't block that, then he for sure would have had the win by now. That's going to be it. I'll see you guys next time.